Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Bao here. This week we have another exciting project that I've done before, but this is actually my second car of this type, which I'm actually surprised for the fact that how long this car has been out on the market and how I would expect to have more customer to get this car wrapped. But I guess I'm fairly new to the market. Let me just show you guys what I'm talking about. In a Cybertruck, yes. When the Cybertruck first came out, I thought I was gonna wrap like 20 of these on the first month. And I didn't get to do them until like the recent month. And it's been probably a little bit over a year now since these cars came out. But I'm excited. We are wrapping these. We are edge tucking these, doing the full tint, PPF, a whole 9 yard. So I'm excited to get started on that project, but show you guys what we're working on here at the shop. Today's Monday. We're actually still waiting for the material for that one, so it does not take me long to prep that and strip it. It's a Cybertruck. It's going to take me like an hour to wash and technically strip this whole car down. It's fairly simple, thanks to Elon and his genius engineering team. I will say genius or cheap, whichever you can decide on. But I'm going to spend some time to clean the shop. I guess you can call it spring cleaning, getting ready to take on more project. I have this thing where I don't take on a car in the shop until my shop is clean every week. I didn't get to do that every week. It's a mess. And let me show you guys what I mean it's a mess. Every week after a long work week, my toolbox and my wrap cart looks kind of like that, right? It's just jumble, mess, trash. So I'm in the process of cleaning the shop first. I cannot start on another project until this place is squeaky clean, including the floor. And that's just how I am. So I'm gonna start by just cleaning up the toolbox, make sure all of our tools is back where it's supposed to be, so I don't scramble around trying to find tools. It's just gonna slow down the process a lot more when I'm trying to take off a mirror and I'm missing a T-tool or I can't find a 10mm. I actually have a drawer with a bunch of 10mm. Actually, it's right here. See, I'm not lying. I have a set of 10mm. Actually, no, I lied. It's this one. No, yeah, right here. It's all kinds of different 10mm, and as you can see, I'm already missing quite a bit of it, and we lose these like flies. So we down to 2. I think I have some chrome 10mm left, like right here. See, they're just laying around after a long week. We don't organize them. We just throw them on top of the toolbox, and now we need to organize them. So that's what I'm gonna do. Organize every tool, organize my wrap cart, and make sure the shop is clean before we even pull that truck in and get started on it. So if you guys watched the last video, we actually just finished up doing an offsite job at Mr. Chavez, doing a rep Pagani for him. If you guys want to check out this video, the link will be in the description box below. And that was an awesome project that took us way longer than we needed, but the time isn't important when it comes to a project like that. It's just, we just have to make sure we do it right. The hard part is going back and forth between our shop and his house, 30 minutes away, to make sure every day to make sure that we get that done. So that was also a huge part of the time lost. And of course, we're bringing all of our tools, all of that was at his house and all of the stuff like there. So now we're having it back. I have to reorganize everything before I start on this project. But yeah, guys, it's another exciting week here at the shop. The shop, we should have this car and a Mazda 3, two big project. The other one is gonna get dropped off Wednesday. So realistically, by the time I get the material for that one tomorrow, it will probably be wrapped by tomorrow. Let's start with this sections right here. And here we go. Choo. Clean. All right, the shop is now clean. The floor is clean. Bust out a lot of dust from the floor. And this is technically worthy enough to pull in a car to start on. So yeah, it is now clean. Camera's not. Oh, I think it just got worse. Yeah. Any moment now. Am I tripping? Is this the wrong key? Well, it happened. And it happened quite often with this customer. He has 7 Tesla at his house, and he gave me the wrong key again for this other Tesla. So I'm waiting for him to turn on the car so we can move it. But it's gonna be quite an inconvenience every time we have to move it now. We're finally moving. This steering wheel is like a F1 steering wheel. Super slim, super small. But granted, look, this is max steering angle. Right there, that's max. You don't do a full 190-degree turn like a normal car anymore. You just kind of just like a half turn. Look, that's max. And that's max. Because this car, actually, the rear wheel also turns, making it to create more steering angle for the Cybertruck. Hey, look, apparently I have an 18-wheeler right next to me, but it's just a wall. Good job. Just because I just show you how to do that, it doesn't mean you can go out and start stealing fender flare from Cybertruck and sell them on eBay. No. There are some common problem why people does not like the finishes on the Cybertruck. Check it out. Just finished detailing, cleaning, wash, clay bar, and this is pretty much the cleanest that this truck will get at this point before wrap. And actually, that looks pretty cool. The finishes is pretty much stainless steel, so you get stuff like fingerprint, dirty fingerprint, and these. Once it's on there, it's pretty much gonna stain. No matter how much I try to clean that will not come off. So the stain is one issue. The oxidations of just being outside in the weather, being an exposed piece of stainless metal, you get shade like that, a dark shades of what the hell is going on. So stuff like that is the main issue. Another issue is when you wash this car, when it's outside in the rain, you can't see from here, but when the water drips down, you get the stains of the water and it just stays there. Especially being in the back here around the light area, you can kind of see a little bit right there of a slight color difference of that line. That's the rainwater dripping out. So to prevent that, after we wrap this car, we are gonna PPF the front bumper and the back bumper to prevent the watermark. And we're also gonna ceramic coat this car to make sure that it stands against the Houston weather, especially with the toxic rain, the chemical in the rain that it has. But yeah, this is pretty much as clean as it get. We still have the mirror to removal. We still have the mirror to strips. We still have the door seal to strips. And after that, this vehicle is pretty much honestly ready to get wrapped. So next up, we're gonna be stripping the mirror and the strip here. The strip is actually fairly simple. This one, I believe, is hole under the mirror. Actually, it's not too bad. Pull it towards you, kind of like a gasket, right? And it will come out just like that. Same thing. Pull it towards you. Very easy. Doesn't require much force. No bolt, no screws. And it'll get there right up. Move these so that way when we wrap them, we can go all the way to the edge, pull the gasket back, and it will be a flawless job. We're not gonna wrap all over to the gasket and try to tuck it or cut flush. It's gonna be stupid. It's gonna fail. Just a little detail that goes a long way. Working our way to this mirror, actually applauds the engineer of Tesla for this one. Most car, also there's the weird beeping noise coming out from this. It sounds like it's a short of some sort on a speaker. Imagine you guys can hear it. What? Listen. Can you guys hear that? It's like a hiss noise happening every second. I'm not sure what that is, but definitely need to be checked out. But sorry, back to this. I applaud the engineering on Tesla for this, because most mirror, you have to remove the door panel to undo the harness and to get the mirror out. All right. Even some manufacturers, you actually have to remove the door glass to get to the bolt to remove it. But with this one, let me show you. You got 3 T-bolts right here. That looks like a T25 or T30. I'm not exactly sure. And the harness is actually really convenient. It's right over here. If I can get my finger in there. You pop this out just like that. Boop. And there is the harness connector for the mirror. So you undo that, you undo those 3 bolts, and this mirror come back right up. And this mirror is not gonna fall off because it's actually held in place in its own grooves. So you can solo person this, remove that screw without worrying if the mirror is just gonna flop to the ground and hold the customer money. Now that it's out, you can actually wiggle it with the harness. And that is the easiest mirror I've ever removed. Yay, into the sunroom. It's the plow room, the sunroom, because it's always hot in here with these glass panel. It's directly with the sun. We're gonna load up the tin. We're actually gonna be doing the tin first. Since the wrap's not here yet, we're not gonna waste time. We're gonna knock out the tin first. Typically, I like to do the tin last, just because I don't want to get in the way. I want to get the tin done, cars outside for cure, and done. But in this case, we're going to do the tin first. So let's turn on the plotter. Let's see if everything's calibrated. The only way we'll know, we can do a test cut. Or when we weave it out, it has to cut clean. Okay, not bad. You know what's funny? It just crossed my mind. I was like, why would the software doesn't have a pattern for glass for a Cybertruck? I just realized that this is not even the pattern for the Cybertruck. This is for the Model Y. When I type in the 2024 Tesla, it preload up as a Model Y. That was a silly mistake. We just swapped it to the Cybertruck. See, it automatically go to the Model Y. And I just cut it out, and I was like, that doesn't sound right. So this is the pattern that we cut out just now, and that is not it. If we go to the Cybertruck here, now we should have pattern for both front and back, and the little triangle. There it is. That is more like it. All right, we just cut back out all the patterns. I don't know why this lens is on the 0.5 zoom. It's like not smooth. We're gonna go back to 1. We got the pattern out, finally got the glass out. I was like, why do we not have the pattern for the front 2 little windows? But this is the Cybertruck glass. We got them all cut out so we don't have to custom make any pattern. We're gonna go install on the car now. Just like that. It's really simple. You do a window lock right here, allow the door to go, the glass to go all the way up, and then you pretty much just slap the tint on here. But a few squeegee, and we get them. There you go. And now we can do some pretty hard one. That's definitely a tricky pocket that my hand cannot get to. But we'll do what we can first. All right, we just have a little triangle that we couldn't get to. So we're gonna be using this triangle tool to push all of that out and down and up and up and squeegee and squeeze. I was like, I can't get to the front glass and that little corner right there. We got it. We got it. She's in. She's in. Yeah. Both glass is now done. The last thing we need to do is actually roll the window down because me personally, I have made this mistake, and a lot of you guys does too, is a lot of tinter when they roll up the window, front or back, and they forgot to roll it down, they finished the job, they got excited, and they just slam the door, they close the door shut, and guess what? The door is gonna catch the frame and shatter. So what we have to do is open the door. The window goes down, then you can safely close it with a gap, and it will roll up safely. So there you go. Truck is done. We just have the front shield, which we're gonna do tomorrow for the whole thing, one piece. But for today, it's already 5 o'clock. We are pretty much gonna wrap this up. We're not gonna do anything until tomorrow. Plus, we don't have the material to wrap this thing anyway. But it does look good now that the window, the two fronts are tint. It's no longer a fishbowl. And yeah, it looks awesome. Check out the Cybertruck parking outside. Customer actually just came, picked it up. He's inside the car. It does kind of look like a little bit of copper from here, but that's the new NOS Tech, the coffee bean. Forgot the extra term of it. I'm gonna call it the coffee beans. Looks really good. And it's actually gonna come back for us midweek next week to do the caliper yellow. So we'll see it again, but for now, ciao.